Hello, a warm welcome to the most authoritative sporting channel here on social media. Today's episode promises to be very exciting as I'll be sharing my take with you on the upcoming bout between artur beterbiev undefeated and dmitry bivol undefeated. This fight promises to be very competitive on paper. Do I see it playing so? Yes, I do see it playing so. But before I give you my take, please remember to hit the subscribe button, press the bell icon, express your views in the comment section, and share this particular video with anyone who loves boxing. Now, straight to the fight, I think that this is by far the most competitive bout we'll be having this year because these two pugilists are very unique in their own style. Artur beterbiev is a boxer puncher, whilst dmitry bivol is a classic boxer. So whose will prevail on the day that is at the Kingdom Arena? I think that artur beterbiev would be coming into this particular fight a slight favorite because he has been able to knock out all his opponents, and per his record he has fought better opponents at the light heavyweight division than his competitor dmitry bivol. Dmitry bivol has good wins over Joe Smith Jr. He has a good win over Saul Canelo Alvarez when a lot of people thought that Dmitry bivol couldn't have pulled that off. He did that. Then he also beat Gilberto Zodo Ramirez. So these are the three good wins. But artur beterbiev has been able to conquer every possible person in the light heavyweight division with the exception of Dmitry bivol himself. So if he's able to achieve that, I think that he would go down as the greatest of all time in the light heavyweight division. Now, how do I see this fight playing out? I see this fight playing out right from the get-go. It would be competitive. Artur beterbiev would be trying to cut the ring, whilst dmitry bivol would be trying to keep his distance because he is the best person to keep distance in this boxing game. I think the way he judges the distance between himself and his opponent is second to none in this boxing game. The only three people who come close to dmitry bivol in terms of this are two people are Terence Crawford and Alexander the Cat Usyk. And when it comes to an all-round fighter, I think those who come in close competition with dmitry bivol, then I would add Tank Davis. But when it comes to judging of distance, I think Terence Crawford and Alexander the Cat Usyk are the only people close to dmitry bivol. And when it comes to all-round fighting ability, I would add Tank Davis. But artur beterbiev has proven that he is a master pressure fighter. He keeps increasing pressure on his opponents round after round until he is able to get to them. Let's look at the Vozet fight. He was losing rounds, but he never mind. He had a game plan and he was sticking to it. And at the end of the day, Teddy Atlas had to pull his fighter out of the ring because he was no amount of motivation from Teddy Atlas could have changed his fate. Now, let's also look at Anthony Yard. Anthony Yard had some successes, but artur beterbiev round after round keep increasing the heat in the kitchen, and Anthony Yard had to crumble. For Joe Smith Jr., who went all 12 rounds with dmitry bivol, artur beterbiev finished him in 2 rounds. Yes, styles make fight, but when artur beterbiev lands that right hand cleanly, most of his opponents are not able to recover until he chops them down and finishes them off. Whilst dmitry bivol judging of distance is quite perfect, so he moves into range with his feet and gets out of range with his feet. So his feet is his biggest asset, whilst he has decent punching power that can keep you honest. It doesn't hurt that bad, but anytime you try to come in, he will keep you honest, and if you don't take time, he will land a lot of combination on you, in which by the time you realize he has knocked you out. So these are the type of fighters we are looking at. Who I think would win this fight, I've already stated, is artur beterbiev. And artur beterbiev is not going to just win this fight easily because it would be a difficult first 5 rounds for him to be able to judge the distance of Dmitry Bivol. He being aging will not play a factor because age has been a factor in all the previews of Artur beterbiev fight, and at the end of the day, they did not count. Yes, his knees injury may have slowed him down, but I don't think that his knee injury would play a role in this particular fight. If Artur beterbiev was not at the level at which he thinks he should be, he would be taking this particular fight. So I don't want to hear that he's aging or it's because of the injury that if Dmitry Bivol emerges victorious would be used as a factor. No, Dmitry Bivol would win this fight based on merit or based on his boxing IQ, based on his understanding of ring generalship, based on his judging of distance. This is what is going to win Dmitry Bivol this fight, and not aging or knee injury, because he has always overcome every knee injury or injuries he has suffered and beaten his opponent. So let's give Dmitry Bivol due credit if he's able to win this particular fight. Dmitry Bivol has been the most active fighter, so he is beginning to look like the favorite in this particular fight. But Artur beterbiev don't necessarily have to be active. Yeah, he has a lot of experience in his bag, in which he can fall on over 280 fights, losing just less than 10. And if you are not a master boxer, you can win over 260 amateur fights. If you are not a good boxer, you can't win over 260 amateur fights. Let that sink in. A lot of people think that Artur beterbiev is just power. He is not just power. He is boxing. He has a lot of boxing skill, which goes very underestimated. Let's look at something. Let's look at when he fought Joe Smith Jr. The way he set up the punch, the way he moved out of the way to get the punch landed clean. That should tell you that this guy knows what he's about in the ring. And let's also look at Dmitry Bivol. He fights the fight according to his game plan. He doesn't allow his opponent to determine the way the fight is going. Let's take a look at the Saul Canelo Alvarez bout. If we take a look at the Saul Canelo Alvarez bout, Saul Canelo Alvarez wanted to draw Dmitry Bivol into a brawl, but he never fell for it. He fought according to his game plan, and each and every round he was pulling himself away from Saul Canelo Alvarez. A lot of people thought that if he went the distance, Dmitry Bivol wouldn't have gotten the win, but it was so glaring that the judges couldn't have ruled or scored the fight in favor of Saul Canelo Alvarez. So let's get something clear. These are two masterful people who have won their fights cleanly, deservingly, and they are about to face each other. Artur beterbiev is light favorite because of that devastating power he has, in addition to his boxing skill, and I think that would make him prevail at the end of the day. But I see a late stoppage for Artur beterbiev, and the fight would be competitive, bloody, because Dmitry Bivol is someone who always has the will. He is a gentleman, but his fighting and competitive spirit is second to none in this particular game. Now, let's take a look at something about these guys. These guys have been in the Russian boxing system and they have sparred before. So Artur beterbiev seems to have been successful in the sparring and is drawing inspiration from that. But Artur beterbiev should also take note that Dmitry Bivol is a complete different fighter. He has matured, he has gone through the ranks, and he is now a full-grown ass man. And Artur beterbiev needs to give him that respect and not go into this fight relying on previous sparring sessions between both of them. But all the same, I wish these two pugilists all the best, and the best man would emerge as one of the greatest light heavyweights of all time and may move up on the pound for pound list. In my humble opinion, Terence Crawford would be second, Alexander the Cat Usyk would be first, Alexander the Cat Usyk first, Terence Crawford second, Inoue third, then the winner of this particular fight may be in fourth position. Thank you for watching. Stay positive. Your greatness has no limits. If you have not subscribed, this is the right time to do so and help grow this channel. Thank you.